All right, guys, let's talk about Seiko Monsters, and more importantly, about this picture, these models. I talked to Det.Briscoe, and he said I could use his picture off Instagram. But this is the new releases from Seiko at Basel 2019, and it looks like a monster. It still is going to have the monster dimensions, but you can see like they smoothed out the bezel to the case. Um, I'm straight up not a fan of the candy bar magnifier. I'm not a fan of that. But you can either change out the crystal to sapphire, or I'm sure there's techniques to remove the magnifier. I don't feel it's necessary on there. Maybe they'll do certain models without it. I'm curious to see what kind of pricing these are going to land at, because they're back on the 4R36, which I kind of already had rumor that they were going to do that. Now this one does look like, I could be wrong here, but this one does look like it's fitted end links instead of just being straight across on a traditional Seiko Monster. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about the previous generations here in a second, but they changed the handset. Kind of growing on me. The first time I looked at it, I was like, nah, something's not right. And I'm not sure if the indices and the hour and minute hands there, if that's supposed to be a more vivid white, or if it is actually more of a creamy type loom that they're putting on there. So I'm curious to actually get one of these in hand. So as soon as they are available, I'm going to source one some way, somehow, and I'll definitely get it on and check it out. So I'll reserve my full judgment on the model until then. So that's all I'm going to cover on the on Basel. Honestly, guys, there's a ton of great watches. There's enough coverage on it already. I'm going to talk monsters. So the real question is, do you wait for the new models, which you could wait and find out. There's going to be video reviews, and people are going to start getting them in and all that good stuff. So you're going to get a better perspective of what they really are. And it depends on what the price point is. Or do you start capturing some of these guys? Will the new model make these ones irrelevant? Or will the new model make these guys seem like the good old days is where it's at? My gut feeling is that these models are better. That's just my gut feeling. I feel like the combination of smoothing some of the edges out on the new one, with the bezel and the case meet, and then changing the handset and all that stuff, I think it's a miss. I think this was the classic case, but nothing lasts forever. So we had a really good run with the original Seiko Monsters, the first gen, the second gen, the third gen. I don't have a first gen one here, but the SKX 781, it's still the same case. You can swap the bezels. Like most of the parts are slightly interchangeable, depending on what you're doing. But and then all the way from first gen, second gen, third gen. So that's a long running model. I forget what year they came out, but I mean, we're talking 2019. And we just recently got, some more of these third gens, not this jade one, but we got the new orange one, the frost one, and the blue one. Those are all like really recently released. So, is it possible that Seiko will continue to do some of these third gens for a little bit? I mean, they just dropped that orange one and that frost one. So it's hard to say. I don't know if they'll still coexist. I think they will for a little while. But I'm sure those new ones are going to start in production, and those will be pushed out. So you got to pick which one you want. If you're looking for a Seiko Monster, or you're looking to add another one to your collection, like it seems like monsters don't. There's usually not just one. I mean, I know there's tons of people out there with just one, probably the orange one, but then there's people that have multiples. These aren't all mine, obviously, but. And there's some like great colors. This jade one, I really dig this jade one. And I actually started to gravitate more towards the jade one once the blue one came out, and the blue one basically cast a shadow on the green one. There was such love for the green one, and then the blue one came out, and everyone's just like, bah, the blue one's so much better. And it seems like that's what happens with a lot of these colorways. It's like the new one is fresh, but I mean, you look back, I mean, the SRP 455, this thing is amazing. This is seriously one of the best monsters they've ever made. So, and there's a lot of people that are, would maybe gripe about the gold accents and everything on there, but it is perfect. The other one that probably is one of the most popular ones is the 313. Back in the day, you could pick these things up for like 175, 180, something like that. Crazy affordable. But now, I mean, you look at them and they're just, you don't know what you have until it's gone or something like that. Even the 581, this one's, I seen this one had went way up in price and then kind of settled back down a little bit. So both this one and the 583, the 581 and the 583, you can get these for pretty reasonable deals still. So if you like the black case ones, I actually do like the black case monsters now. I still have my son's here. This is his 313 that I built. It has the lume dial. So he never wears it, so I wear it occasionally. But we got some new monsters coming. We just received some really cool ones, the orange and the frost and the blue and the green. So, and then of course you still have on the used market, you have all these guys. So tons of options with the Seiko monsters. They're not gone, guys. They're still available. We're paying more for them, but we still have them. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you on the next video.